of Jake. It's the book of Jake. Book of Jake. Book of Jake.
You have been lied to, guys. I'm serious. Everywhere you look, people are talking about happiness. Oh, I just want to be happy. Happiness is so important to me. Happiness is the measure of my success. I'm not buying this. Seriously, I'm not buying it, okay? Because here's the truth. Happiness isn't the goal. Happiness is a side effect, okay? What actually matters? What actually shapes your life? It's discipline. Let me tell you this. When I was going up Kinabalu and amazingly, I hated the journey, but when I reached on top, I was so happy. Came down, got my certificate, I was so happy. But the hardship we have to endure. So what actually matters? It is really discipline. Discipline is more important than happiness. And I know that sounds harsh, maybe even quite unpopular, but let me break it down. Think about how culture works. We're obsessed with chasing comfort. We want to park closest to the, you know what I'm saying, the supermarket, the elevator. We want to do stuff. We're feeling good right now. We scroll, we snack, we binge. We want that instant dopamine hit. But here's the problem. Chasing happiness makes you soft. It makes you just soft. It makes you reactive. It tricks you into thinking that, everything's okay, you're winning when you're actually standing still. How many times have you told yourself, I deserve this, when deep down you knew you were avoiding the things that you actually needed to do to get there? That's a trap. You confuse happiness with progress. Now let's flip it. Let's talk discipline, okay? Because it's one of my favorite topics, okay? It isn't fun. It isn't glamorous. It's getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's watching what you eat. It's whatever form of discipline, okay? It doesn't give you that instant rush, okay? It gives you small bits, but it compounds. The compounding effect of disciplines is crazy. When you do the workout you didn't feel like doing, after 6 months, you're going to see some biceps, okay? When you have the hard conversation you were tempted to avoid with somebody, the relationship will go sour. When you keep the promise to yourself, even when nobody's watching, it will pay off, okay? That's discipline. And here's the kicker, okay? Discipline creates pride. You believe in yourself. And pride lasts longer than a dopamine hit. Let me tell you a story. For years, I was a corporate CEO. I had the title, the team, the secretaries, the driver, the the business class trips, the everything. On the outside, I looked like I've made it. But when I stepped out to become an entrepreneur in 2019, I'll be honest, it was brutal. No safety net. Suddenly, I was my own dispatch clerk, my own driver, my own everything. Brutally honest, I almost gave up so many times. There was no safety net, no guaranteed paycheck, no big brand behind me. Happiness, forget it. Most days it was stress, it was uncertainty, there was no weekends, and sometimes there was a lot of doubt. What kept me going wasn't happiness, it was discipline, it was belief that I could achieve it. Alhamdulillah, after a couple of years, I think I'm doing slightly better. So you have to have the discipline to wake up and build, even when nobody's watching. It's not an Instagrammable moment, I keep telling people. Discipline to push through the fear of failure. Even when the results weren't immediate, sometimes 2 years, I see the results. And over time, the discipline stacked. It built momentum, it built resilience, and eventually it built my business. And I'm still growing, and I have so much dreams for it. Not because I chased happiness, because I chose discipline and I keep choosing discipline. And that's why you should choose discipline. Now, when you build discipline, happiness shows up anyway. It's a byproduct of discipline. Not the cheap kind, but the real kind, the kind that comes from knowing that, you're living in alignment and I have achieved this. I'm happy because I've achieved this. So stop chasing happiness. Chase discipline instead. Because discipline will give you the life that happiness pretends to promise. Anybody can say, I want to be happy. Happy can be just partying in the club every night. I mean, if that makes you happy, great. But you can't complain about anything else. Now, here's my challenge for you this week, guys. One time, just once, choose discipline over happiness. Skip the quick hit. Do the harder thing. Delay the comfort. And when you do it, notice how you feel afterwards, okay? You're going to feel great. That's not just happiness, that's respect, self-respect. When you respect yourself, everything's all right. And it lasts a hell of a lot longer, guys. My name is Jake Abdullah. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends. I'd really appreciate it if you click the subscribe button and like the video and leave me a comment, okay? So please, guys, discipline first, happiness later. And if you want to pick up my book, Book of Jake, it's at www.bookofjake.my. It's only 39 ringgit 90 cents, okay? Help a brother out. And always action over talk. Take care, guys.
Book of Jake. It's the Book of Jake. Book of Jake. Book of Jake.